ADHD is associated with chronic procrastination, and in my experience, this comes from two different things. Now, first things first, I don't like this big ugly P word because it has apathetic connotations, and of the two things that I'm about to describe, apathy is not one of them. If you're not getting things done just because you don't care, well, that probably has nothing to do with your ADHD. Number one is task dread, sometimes called task avoidance or described as the inability to initiate tasks, however you want to describe it. I describe it as task dread because there's a very real, tangible feeling of paralyzation. What's happening is when your brain is deprived of dopamine, it prioritizes activities that give you dopamine. So regardless of how important a task might be, and regardless of how much you want to get it done, your brain just won't let you because it's not going to give us dopamine. Number two is executive dysfunction. Executive dysfunction is your brain's inability to properly prioritize, organize, and plan thoughts and behaviors. This can be totally paralyzing because a lot of times we just don't know where to start. And sometimes everything looks as important as the next. So rather than go through the whole nightmare of overthinking every little thing and what order to put things in, we'd rather just ignore it altogether and block it out and act like it doesn't exist. It's so much of a mental burden that it's too overwhelming to approach. Now, if you want to follow for part two, I'll give you tips on how to tackle these issues.